Hi everyone, welcome to Wiseish. I'm your host, Sister Dr. Jenna. It's a delight that you've taken the time to pause your scrolling through today. I wanted to talk about the importance of relationships and marriages because there's been a lot of stress in marriage as a result of a lot of couples sort of being hunkered down in their homes. And if it's a small apartment and you've got kids, it can test everything that's going on up here. But I really want to talk about the role of the women in the relationship that tend to be the breadwinners and the husbands that are playing the role of Mr. Moms. It came up recently and it was a pretty heartfelt discussion. And the story goes like this, that the couples made a choice that they were going to enter this union knowing that the woman was going to be the the breadwinner. And it wasn't that the man wasn't capable of fulfilling his financial obligations to the family, but he just wasn't interested in doing it. He was interested in building the bedrock of a family. He wanted to take care of the children. He wanted to cook. He wanted to do the laundry. He wanted to make sure the house was clean when his wife would come in. And there are moments in which the world kind of looks at that and go, what is that? That doesn't even make any sense. A man is a man. A man is supposed to do that. And with everything changing so much, it has us all thinking in different ways. And one of the things that I've observed is that when, you're the breadwinner of a family, everybody tends to recognize you more than the one who sustains the family with love and samosa and soup and dal and rice and chapati and fried rice and biryani and all these other great things. And people take for granted when you're keeping the house in order, or you're getting the kids ready, you're sending them off to school, or you're helping them to study. The people see the breadwinner more than they see the sustainer at the emotional level. And I think that's really, really important for us to identify in our relationships, because everything is changing in this particular age that we're in, and it's supposed to change. We're all souls, and as souls, we're in particular genders, playing out a particular part. But it doesn't mean that we're not carrying experiences from the past. I was in a workshop last night on pure leadership with Dr. Kanu Kogod on the Meditation Museum. And one of the things she asked us to highlight some tools. She gave us some tools, right? She put on the screen a word. And then from the word, she wanted you to decide what was the first thing that comes to your mind. So one of the words that she'd put on the screen was tool. And the tool that I immediately thought about was a power drill. But it wasn't in her list of one of the tools that you're taught of, like what's in your stuff. And then I think she put like a flower, and I said gardenia. And then she said, no, rose, what was it? Rose, tulips, or daisies, or star lilies. That these were the flowers that people kind of held in their consciousness. Is that what happens is that we've been so drilled to believe that we are supposed to be fixed in a particular role when we see the physical form. So we see a woman and we say she's supposed to produce babies, being in the kitchen, cooking food, keeping the house right, and taking care of my physical needs, right? If you're a guy, whatever. But you look at the physical package and you say, well, that's what they're supposed to do. Then you have a man who says, I don't need career. I don't need to believe in decisions that are supporting an illusion or supporting this whatever that's out there in the world, the rat race, the competition, and I have to be better than the other guy, and I have to have a better suit, and I have to have on my Hugo Boss and my Rolexes and stuff, and all of that is an illusion. And so many people are selling their happiness for that illusion. And then imagine when you're in a marriage, right? And the wife is taking care of everything economically. And the husband is saying, honey, great, welcome home. Here's dinner. Imagine the kind of a mindset and the shifts that take place when your friends see that, when your friends come from outside, and then they start to make their comments and go like, how does she do that? How do they do that? They do it because there was a choice that they made, that it was an open relationship. Because there's some marriages and relationships where the wife might be at home, the husband is out working, and nobody's getting along. But in this particular relationship, they all were getting along. But the only time that there was a struggle, it's when he started to find his passion in a particular career, which he wasn't expecting. It kind of fell in his lap. And as he started to build his compassion and participate in this, taking care of the home started to reduce a little. And then the wife started to get angry a lot. And then what was very, very interesting is how these couple, the wife would then expressed certain things that she was holding, because now she expected to put him in this box, but you said you were going to be Mr. Mom. I was going to go out and make the money. Why are you now getting caught up in making the money? And now look, the household is being lost. So things were said and things were done that were very, very unkind. And as a result, they separated. Months later, they came back and realized that it wasn't that they didn't love each other, but it's just that they started to become jealous of each other. When the husband started to find his passion in his career, he thought that she would have been happy for him. And in one way she was, but in another way she wasn't used to it, because she was used to the Mr. Mom, the guy who just stayed home and took care of family and didn't create any problems. And so why I'm telling you the story is that when it comes on really to understanding each other and our roles, don't look on the outside package, but look on the internal content. And look at the inner qualities and the inner gifts that the person brings into the relationship. You're not always having a relationship with a physical package. You are actually having a relationship with the content of the person's spirit. And so when that is established in a relationship, put aside the gender. Put aside how much money you're making. Put aside the role that you're playing. But when the both of you can really value each other's gifts and talents, but even complement each other's weaknesses if you need to, it's a blessing. And with the situation being what it is with the pandemic, and everyone's in tight corners, and people are struggling to really get along with each other, it's really a great opportunity to really sit down, have a heart-to-heart conversation, and speak soul to soul with one another. And recognizing that love is the key. Respect is the need. And acceptance is the blessing. And whenever you go into these relationships and you talk from that really deep place of spirit, you will see wonders in your relationship. So, hope today's Wiseish segment helped somebody out there. Remember, no one can take away your happiness unless you give them permission, and we really are here to practice loving each other the same. Don't forget, keep sending your peace to the world, and a little bit of wisdom will take you a long way. Have a wonderful day. Stay happy, stay pure, keep thinking deeply, and keep making your life worth a diamond. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining.